How do you deal with people who outright walk over you or classify you as dumb, weak when you're just being kind? Honestly, I avoid them if at all possible. I just don't want to deal with it. Maybe I'm too weak to play their game, or maybe avoiding them is all you can do. I've never gotten anything good out of trying to keep a friendly relationship with such a person. You are never good enough. I see the kinds of people who keep trying and trying to prove themselves to people like that, and they are basically never rewarded for their efforts. There is always some angle of attack a person of the type you're describing can find. If they know you are willing to listen to criticism, and that you are willing to trust people, they will find some way to exploit that for self-gratification. Just don't bother if at all possible, and if you're stuck in some situation where you have to deal with some person like this, try to get out of that situation. This used to be me. I would be so afraid of saying no to people in case they didn't like me or think I was rude. I'd end up being talked into doing things I really didn't want to do just to make them happy. Not anymore. I have my boundaries, and if I don't want to do something, I'll say so. I don't even have to have a reason why, whereas before I would lie rather than say no. I hated being that person. I don't care what the other person thinks now, that's not my problem. Depends on the context. I don't choose to be unkind just because someone else views kindness as weakness. I just feel sorry for them and move on with my life. If they want to live in bitter misery, that's their choice. I don't have to join them there. I prove to people who I am through my actions over time. I don't need to do any more than that. There will always be some people who dislike me no matter what I do. I just cut out a friend for this reason, and I feel so much better. I didn't realize how badly she made me feel until I didn't talk to her anymore. What other people classify me as doesn't really matter to me. If they think I'm weak or dumb, that may be to my advantage because they're underestimating me, depending on the context. If someone actually is successfully walking all over me, then it's up to me to not let my kindness become weakness. I don't. I just stay away from them if I can. If I feel that way and it builds up, I might try and talk with them depending on my relationship with them. If it's job-related and it's a boss, I'll definitely try to clear some misconceptions. But I won't keep trying to prove myself if I see someone as purposely and actively trying to make me look that way. I'll start pointing out what I'm noticing, and either things get better or I'm off to finding something better. This happens to me a lot at work. I am super positive and complimentary. I have a few office mean girls who took that as a sign that I was passive and weak. One of them recently made a really snarky comment, and when I snapped back at her they were both shocked and had the nerve to say I had a bad attitude. It's hard with people I literally can't avoid. I continue to be nice, but also I'm not afraid of sticking up for myself when I need to. I just recently had a situation where this came up. I straight up told them that when I have the choice between being right or being kind, I will choose kind every time. They just kind of slack-jaw stared at me like they hadn't realized that was an option.